Like, whenever Netanyahu comes out and complains about anti-Semitism, I'm always like, bruh, are you having a laugh right now? You are the reason that it's on the rise. And it's not, it shouldn't be, as we say, like most of us can distinguish in the same way that, like, when the London bombings happened, love, people would move away from me on the tube.
That's insane.
Like, let's
It's-
put aside that I'm not even Muslim, not that that should matter, but even just as a brown person, you got, because I had my rucksack to carry my laptop in, then obviously I was like, oh shit, like, oh, better move away from her. So, like, in the same way that Muslims experienced Islamophobia before because of the actions of some nutcase in Al Qaeda or whatever, unfortunately, Netanyahu is causing a significant lack of safety for Jewish people worldwide because of his utter nonsense and his evil. That guy, Ben Gvir, I mean, he is next level sociopathic evil. I've never seen anyone wear a hangman's noose as a badge on their suit before. I mean, it's fucking, forgive my language, it's fucking insane. And the fact that it's just publicized and just said as if it's like a normal thing. It's probably why people feel, I imagine people who are listening to us and hopefully if they agree with us, feel just as like, what on earth is happening right now? Like, this is insane,
yeah.
isn't it?
How do you
And I
make
think,
sense of it all? You
how
know?
do you make sense of it all? And I think you're right, love, because obviously we do need to talk about the ceasefire with Iran. So I suppose as a recap, the in 2016, I believe it was, President Obama, supported by some European countries, signed a non-proliferation treaty for nuclear weapons with Iran, i.e., they would not enrich above a certain level, which would allow them to build nuclear weapons. There was a fatwa under Khomeini which said that he wouldn't build nuclear weapons because it just wasn't allowed. Um, President Trump, because he didn't like that Obama had written it, tore it up like the 2-year-old that he is, made the world less safe. So obviously then the Iranians are like, okay, great, well, that doesn't apply anymore. So maybe we'll just start continuing with what we're doing. But again, no evidence they were actually building a nuclear weapon, but still, they came to the table 6-8 weeks ago. They were negotiating. They left on a Friday night. In the early hours of the Saturday morning, Israel and America bombed them. In the middle of negotiation of a peace deal or a long-standing agreement, and so commenced the Iran war. And on a near daily basis, President Trump and his gang of sycophants in the MAGA party vacillate between essentially threatening the guy, then talking about a deal, then threatening the guy, talking about a deal, then threatening him and saying, oh, why do you have weapons? We're going to attack you with no provocation, but why do you have weapons? Oh my God, it's crazy that you have weapons. And then they finally had supposedly a ceasefire deal, which Israel ignored because they continued to bomb Lebanon, which again, and not just bomb Lebanon, but essentially displace 1.2 million people in South Lebanon and force them out of their homes. Because they're now expanding. It's not enough that they're expanding into the West Bank, which is not their land. They're now expanding into southern Lebanon as well, which was, again, part of the Greater Israel Project, as I understand it. But I'm sure our viewers will be more educated on that. Anyway, so then they roll out JD Vance, who, as we've discussed at the beginning of the podcast, is a hugely successful politician. I mean, anything he touches turns to gold, obviously. And then he's backed up by Witkoff, who is witless, and Jared Kushner, who looks like he's starved of oxygen at birth, but somehow has landed himself in the middle of all of these things, even though he's not elected by anybody. And he's not even a proper government official. He has no authority to be acting on behalf of the United States in any of this stuff. And yet again, there is no deal. Of course,
And
there is no deal.
and also, Trump during the process of the deal being made, saying we're going to wipe your civilization off the face of the earth if you don't sign this deal. Like, oh, what a way to get that negotiating oil, into the joints and get the wheels turning. Just threaten mass genocide of an entire nation. Like, what are you doing? And then the fact that whilst all of this is taking place, Trump isn't at the negotiating table, isn't at one of the most crucial deals taking place in the world today. He's at UFC watching mixed martial arts fighters punch the crap out of each other. Doesn't give a fuck. He's got no concern about it. It's the maddest thing in the world.